Hello, everybody. My name is Jesse Fraser. I am the owner and instructor at Social Edge Academy, or socialedgeacademy.ca. Today, I'm teaching a little bit on internet security and scammers and how scammers are kind of doing what they're doing, how to be aware, how to spot a scammer, and how to avoid being scammed yourself. I'm going to go over a few of the different types of scams that are going on in the world today. I'm going to be going over tactics that scammers are going to use, uh, how scammers will convince you that they are who they say they are, what you're going to do if you feel like you're being scammed, how to protect yourself from being scammed, and how to protect yourself after you've been scammed. And we're going to talk a little bit about some of the people I personally know who have been scammed and, what they've done. So some of the types of scams that are being used today, aside from all the ones that we already know, like the Nigerian prince and the, um, you've won the lottery, call here to click your winnings, or the god-awful text messages we get every day about your package being stuck at the border. These are all actual scams that are still happening, but there are some new ones that are getting other people, and their tactics have gotten really nefarious. So the first one I have listed here is the cryptocurrency romance scam. Scammers will combine crypto scams with old-fashioned romance scams, the Nigerian prince, posing as internet love interests so they can, get their targets into downloading an app, investing into fake crypto accounts, spending real money into crypto that is not going to them but going to somebody else. Um, the second scam is not necessarily targeted at seniors, and it used to be that seniors were the easiest ones to manipulate. Um, and in this day and age, this can affect almost everybody, and that's payday loan scams. Criminals are exploiting the inflation, squeezing of workers by offering fake payday loans that they claim will help people settle up on all their bills. Number three, here we have one-time password or bot scams, where scammers will actually utilize bots or automated programs to deceive people into sharing two-factor authentication codes sent to them via text or email from financial institutions. This is to actually gain control of your bank account. I have yet to see one in my local area, but I'm sure that they are out there. Next one is definitely not necessarily at seniors, but student loan forgiveness scams. Again, much like the payday loan scam, we're in a crazy deficit in our country. Inflation is higher than ever, and people are going bankrupt. It's happening everywhere. Student loan forgiveness is a huge one. I know in the States, student loans are much higher than they are even here in Canada, but they're here and high enough here that it's bad. Um, so basically, they're calling up saying um, when student loan forgiveness applications open, that the FBI warned borrowers to watch out for scams targeting applicants. It's just basically, hey, we can help forgive your student loan. You won't have to pay it back. Number five is phone scams. Scammers may try to get in touch with you by the phone. Some phone scammers rely on smartphone capabilities to access the internet and install malware. So this is actually getting into your smartphone. Number six is impersonation scams, or various text messages that people should be aware of in 2023. This include mom and dad impersonation schemes, friend or loved one in need of help. I'm in danger. I can't get a hold of anybody. Just send me some money to get me out of here. And then unauthorized verification codes as well. This goes a lot for Facebook. With Facebook, they have a set up a buddy thing. So if you ever lock yourself out of your account, you can send a message to your friend, and they can send you a code back to get you back into your account. Now people are making fake accounts stating that they are you, telling your friends that, hey, if I send out a code, I need to get back into my Facebook. Can you just accept it? Gonna sneeze. No, there it is. Um, Next one is WhatsApp scams. So These include WhatsApp Gold, bogus gift cards, surveys, lottery scams, crypto romance scams, QR scams, and WhatsApp tech support scams. Tech support scams are one of the biggest scams across the globe, whether it's Microsoft, whether it's WhatsApp, Facebook, Amazon, could be your telephone provider. Number 8 is online shopping scams. These scams involve fraudsters tricking unsuspecting shoppers into buying them items through dodgy websites, auction sites, or via social media. Um, you know, real companies will not ever ask you to buy gift cards or merchandise to secure your account. It is not a thing. It will not happen. Remember, it's really important to avoid sharing financial information or sending money to strangers. Um, I don't care how trustworthy they seem. Microsoft is saying they've infected your computer or your computer's infected, you have to pay them money. Chances are that Amazon and Microsoft and Apple and Google, if you use their products, they already have access to your credit card. They are not going to ask you for your credit card number. Um, they're gonna, they have access to that. So just don't give that information up. It's always best if you think it's a scam, contact your local authorities or a trusted individual, somebody a little bit younger who knows about computers and that kind of thing. If you feel like it might possibly be a scam, never be afraid to hang up the phone. They might call back. Don't answer. So then now we're going to go over a little bit of some of the tactics that scammers are going to use to butter you up, make you believe they are who they say they are, to try and get into your wallet. So some of the tactics that are being used today are isolation and monitoring. Scammers may restrict the victim's contact with your friends and family, controlling your access to your transportation, money, or communication devices such as phones and tablets. This is more of a physical scam, but it can happen. It's, they'll lock up your computer with something called ransomware, and that's where you get that your computer's locked up and you have viruses. Call this 1-800 number. It's Microsoft. It is never Microsoft. Ever. Do not call the number. Don't click on the screen. If you are concerned about it, bring it into your local tech shop. The best way to protect yourself from those kinds of things is just don't touch it. Power off your computer. If you don't know how to deal with that outside of your computer being locked up, take it to somebody who does, physically, that you can talk to. Next one is going to be establishing camaraderie. Scammers will parrot back the target's religion, political affiliation, military background, life situations to get the target to feel that they're just like them. So, in today's day and age, with all the wars going on, with the inflation after COVID, and all the things that are bearing down on us, they're going to use that and they're going to be like, oh yeah, I just went to go and buy such and such, and man, the prices aren't what they used to be, and they're going to level with you. They're going to make you feel like they're just a normal person too, and they're working a job that they have to work. These people are going to try to make you trust them. Playing on aversion to loss. So many people have a deep-seated fear of missing out. So getting the newest phone or the newest computer or, missing out on a tentatively really good deal. You'll see this in one of my interviews that I've done. It was from a phone company who was offering them a much better deal. A good rule of thumb for any part of our life is if the deal seems too good to be true, chances are it is. They're going to use flattery. So scammers frequently praise the victim, lending themselves to a sense of connection and trust. Basically, if they get a glimpse that you are on your own, not a lot of family, lonely, they're going to play into it, right? And it's sad. Creating anxiety and terror. Scammers use powerful emotions for fear and anxiety to manipulate their victims. Examples being, um, you're going to jail. Another interview that you will see in the future, a neighbor friend of mine was taken for a Microsoft scam. Your computer's locked up, and he made the mistake of calling, and he he made the mistake of calling. And when he called them and said, "Yeah, it's Microsoft. We're gonna unlock the computer, download this program. You know, we're gonna help you clear it up of viruses." So he called. He did that. They pulled up the virus scanner, and it said, uh, you know, was viruses from pornography. And we're talking about a man in his 60s, happily married. That guy most likely doesn't even need pornography, so he's not going on these sites. The next one that I pulled up was the one that hit him hard, and it angered him, and it angers me to hear about it, and that was viruses from child pornography. I know this man, I know him very well, and there's not a chance that he would be into anything like that. He is a grandfather. He loves his grandbabies. Um, and that has comes with a very, very long jail time. So they were using this fear to try and strike into my neighbor. He's thankfully smart enough to know at this point that it was a scammer, and he shut it off. He took his computer into a computer shop to be dealt with. Um, the government's never gonna phone you and be like, "You're going to jail." The government's never gonna phone you and say you need to pay your money or you're going to jail. They will send you mail. They will send the police if you've done tax evasion. Okay, they don't just phone you and say you're going to jail and we know all this evil stuff, because that's not how they operate. They don't need to know your information. They don't need your credit card information. Um, if they want something, it's the government. They'll get it done. And it's just sad. Next one, the romance scams. Scammers are going to build relationships for weeks, months, or even like almost a year sometimes, um, before asking for a large sum of money. This is somebody who you've met on Facebook or Instagram or MSN Messenger. They will build up their, "Oh, hey, I'm lonely. Do you want to chat? I'm a good person. What do you do for fun?" And these chats will go on forever until they feel like you feel like they're your friend. And down the line, they're going to be like, "Oh, I've come into some trouble, and I don't have food. And do you mind sending me money?" Or, and once they get a little bit, and then they'll go, "Oh, I'm being held captive against my will, and please send me this money, or they're going to kill me." Because they built that trust with you, it makes it easier for you to fall victim. And this is, don't send money to people you don't physically know. Don't go and meet somebody that you've never met before without friends. Don't, you know, they're as sad as it is, there are people out there who will victimize you and use you, and that's not okay. We just want to prevent this stuff from happening to you. And then, yeah, just extracting sensitive information. Tactics usually aim to extract sensitive personal information from victims, such as their social security number. Um, the craziest thing is, even some of the brightest people I know, and you'll see in one of my interviews that um, the lady that had given up her social insurance number to somebody, a company that is a very reputable company, wasn't actually them. Um, that can be used to do absolutely anything. They can steal your person, who you are, pull out credit cards, mortgages, all kinds of debt, put contracts in your name, and you can't recover from that. It's that will destroy your life, right? So never ever give that over the phone. Even the person I talked to knew better, but these people are very good, very very good at building a rapport with you that makes you trust them, makes you believe they are who they say they are. All right, so now we are going to talk about what to do if you feel like you're being scammed. Um, so they're going to be prying for personal information, for financial information, don't give it to them. Don't give it to anybody over the phone. It's that simple. Um, Most of the companies that need your financial information already have your financial information. Unless you're in a store signing on the dotted line, showing your identification to set up a new contract, these people don't need it. Um, Places like, I've talked about this before, and I'll talk about it over and over again until I'm blue in the face because it needs to be said. Businesses like Amazon, Microsoft, your bank, um, you know, Google, Apple, they already have everything they need to know about you. They're not going to ask you about it. Don't give it to them. If you feel like they're being pressuring about it, hang up. It's the easiest thing you can do is hang up. If they're an online support chat or a text message, block and delete. You can block them in the email as well. If you're not sure how to block, delete, to get rid of them, talk to somebody who is younger than yourself that knows a little bit more about technology. Us young people are always willing to help if it means that we can help stop you from being taken advantage of. Uh, Remember that if it is the actual company calling you, saying that they're calling you, they're not going to be mad if you hang up. They're not going to be mad if you tell them, I'm going to hang up on you and go and get the number off of your website and call you back. If that's the actual company, they're going to be like, go right ahead. Whereas a scammer is going to tell you, oh, you don't need to do that. I am who I say I am, right? They're going to get really, really mean and they're going to try and convince you otherwise. Um, if they've locked up your computer, power it off. They've locked up your cell phone, power it off. Take them into your local computer shop. Your local computer shop where you can talk to somebody. Your local computer shop will also have reviews on their websites, on Google. You can get a good reference of the people that they have helped, and you can usually make your choice by that, rather than talking to somebody who you don't know that could be on the other side of the globe, who is going to convince you of all these bad things, and you don't know if you can trust them. Hey there, Jesse from the future here. Just wanted to say thanks for watching the video. If you find the content from this video or any of my other videos useful or educational, please take the time to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share these videos with the people that you love. Remember, the best way to stay safe online is to educate ourselves and the people around us. Have a great day.